G'day everyone, welcome back. This will be part 2 working on the hunting quad. So last time we stripped it down, well it was already stripped down, so we fixed the lower control arm, welded some brackets on there, went through, I'm going to say fixed the front brakes, but we didn't. And basically got it just assembled. We know what we're working with, we know it runs, rides, everything seems to work. So this time we got some upgrades. We got light bar, another winch, ratted through and found an old UHF. We got brakes to do again, put some coolant in it, some more service stuff, and because, like I said, the front brakes just didn't come good. Jumped on old eBay, brand new calipers, brand new master, and also got a brand new rear caliper. The rear caliper sort of works, but the pads are gone. So if the front caliper's anything to go off, the back's going to be just as bad. So all new parts, and then we're going to attempt to not waste $80 worth of wrap. I don't know how we'll go. I've never wrapped anything before, so you know, just stay. So anyway, first step, we're going to jack this up, rip all the plastics back off it. What are you doing?
I thought you wanted one.
Okay, thank you. So first step, we're going to jack this back up, get all the plastics off, get the bar work off, get access to the brakes, and especially the rear brake, it's covered, but anyway, anytime you work on a quad, if you want to do something, take the plastics off. So, alright, here we go. Alright, so it doesn't take as long to pull it down when you know where it all comes from, where it all goes. Front calipers are off. The new master, Dad's working on the brakes, so he's got the new master all fitted. It's just an eBay master, and we reused this back section where the park brake goes, so that still fits. But yeah, that's what she looks like. It's still rough. I didn't fix it too much. I don't know if I showed you in the last one or not, but that's the sway bar. So that's supposed to be connected to there.
Wi-Fi.
And it's not. So that's coming off. I'm just going to take it off and we'll see if we can source another one at a later date. It needs one, but it's not going to get one for this trip.
They're air shocks too.
Yeah, they're air preload, I think.
Air preload.
Yeah. Oh, she's high quality.
Yeah, well, you know.
So next job for me is I'm going to attack the rear master, which is hiding down in there. I'm going to get him out. We'll get the new one on. And then I think I'm going to pull the cover off the CVT case, because I want to have a look at what's going on in there, and we're going to check the belt anyway before we go back in this thing. So
make sure the air ducts not
yeah, make sure the ducts are good so it gets good ventilation, because apparently if they're blocked it can overheat the belt and cause a bad time. So, and I think we might even paint that while it's off.
Oh, come on.
We might.
You're just costing me money.
I know.
Costing me money.
Alright. We'll keep going. Alright, let's see what's in here. That was optimistic.
Do you want a rubber hammer?
If you got one.
I'll go and get it.
Yeah, right. Make sure there's no other bolts on it.
Yeah, make sure they're all gone.
Yeah. Anyway, it looks like a drain there. Well, I can't get to with the rail gun, so we're not doing it. Never had one of these apart before. Interesting to see.
If you get it too hard and the hole goes through it, you get it too hard, alright?
I'll buy you a new one if I break it.
Yeah, right. There we go. Sweet. Sure they're all out?
No?
A bit too loose, but I mean, it's on a dowel or something like that.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I don't think this sucker's ever been off.
No, be a bird's nest in there for sure. Rat's nest, man.
Come on now.
I'll get you a little flat blade and you can just leave it.
I've got one here.
Okay, you got one there, right? I meant a ruler.
I've got a real one. It's a Leatherman.
You're not going to believe this. It's got grease in it and it's still shiny. It's actually stayed waterproof. And 100%. Yeah, there's not an ounce of drama in there at all.
I'm going to grab me a proper flat blade for this.
Oh, you want a proper one? Really? Sorry.
Please.
I didn't want to upset you because you had a real one.
There's the dowel. Hey!
Well, that was easy. Oh, the dowel's coming out of the block.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, you're on the gas anyway.
It's a metal gasket. So
Yeah, we might actually be able to see. Just hang on a sec, stop moving.
I'm trying to
You're not trying.
peel it off. I was trying.
Right, there you go.
Why is that called off?
Brake lever.
Well, I can't get it. There we go.
Wow, that's
You take that. I can get up.
seems pretty good. Well, there's I thought there was something funky going on there.
And there's plenty of mud and crap that well, ex-mud. Wow, look at it. There's a build up. That old belt. Yeah, she's had a belt before.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, plenty of it.
We didn't munch that gasket too bad. That's
good.
good news.
That's a fairly new belt.
We need to replace that bearing.
Okay, well that's probably half that
That's
noise we
half
can
that,
hear.
half that dry noise, yeah.
Is there a bearing in there?
Yeah, there is.
Can
It
you
doesn't feel too bad, but
Oh, well, we can at least grease it or something.
I don't really know what the wear is supposed to be like. I mean, those pulleys look pretty clean.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a look in the manual and see what our specs are for the belt, but
I definitely had one. This is probably why it's jamming up a bit because this is all in the grooves where they slide. And it's got
strip it all down and have a...
yeah, put some lube where it's supposed to be and take the lube off that's not supposed to be where it's not supposed to be. And,
I mean, there's nothing broken in there, which is good.
well,
So it was about time to come down for an update. I've been up there working on that bloody BMW engine, so Dad's been busy down here. He's like you saw when we pulled that cover off, there was just all old belt material in behind it. So he pulled that apart, cleaned it all out. Everything else in there looks really good, but it was just, it's obviously shredded a belt at some point in its life and didn't get cleaned out properly. So it is now. Fresh coat of paint, looks spiffy. Cleaned out all the intake and the exhaust tubes for the CVT box, so they're all clean and everything. New front calipers are fitted, new masters fitted, all bled. Yeah, and then just a bit of a coat of paint on the parts of the frames that you can sort of get to, just to try and slow the rust down a bit. Just a bit of some zinc paint on the exhaust, make it look a bit pretty. Valve clearances are done like you saw. So next step, we got some shiny new rubber. Well, not shiny, but we got some nice new rubber to go on. The old tyres are pretty shagged, so these ones just off eBay, but they're chunky, right size, and they're a 6-ply too, so they should be plenty strong enough for what we're doing. So we're gonna get them changed out. Alrighty. Well, as you saw, Dad buffed all the wheels. We put a bit of coat of paint on them, but I don't think it's putting it off any longer. We're going to waste some wrap. I'm gonna try not to waste some wrap.
No, it's a done too.
That's yeah.
What did you do
With the what?
squeegees?
I didn't. They're up on the back bench. They might be. No, I think they're. Oh yeah. Now, an issue we're going to come across, and something I didn't think of until just then, is that we're going to have joins. Only in this bit though.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, and maybe the fuel tank. No, yeah, this and the fuel tank. So, I don't know. I think we're going to be better off having a join there. I think you're going to get a better line, because if you try and run a join down the centre, as you're pushing and moving, that's going to wave.
No, I think if we overlap it and then put a straight edge line down it, peel the edges off, and put a Gran Turismo stripe up the middle of it to cover it.
Or, you know what we could do?
No.
Me neither. Overlap it, and then come along with a straight edge and a razor blade and actually razor blade it down the middle. I'm not saying the same thing, wait for it.
Okay, right.
Because what you'll end up with, if they're overlapped and you've cut down the centre with a razor blade, just wrap's gone. If you cut down the centre with a razor blade, they'll come back together with a razor blade thickness in between them. And then you can put a stripe over if you want to. Alright.
Well, it is a McLaren, so.
A McLaren. So here we go.
What could possibly go wrong?
Just I'm going to bring you back once we've sorted a plan out.
He's got no.
We don't have a plan.
He's got nothing.
So just stand by.
No.
Alright, so this is where we come to. So,
I didn't order enough wrap. I thought I did, but no, I clearly didn't. So we got the front done, the tank cover done, and then the rear little tail section done. It's not good. It's probably an easiest way to put it. So, I mean, it's there. It looks alright if you stand back a long way, but really, yeah, it's not particularly good. I tell you what, it's not easy. A couple of things that we figured out towards the end is, I mean, heat is your friend. You heat it up and it gets nice and thin. You can pull it and stretch it, but you can well and truly go too far with that, and it gets really thin and then just tears. So, got to be careful of that. But something that we did is we tried to do it in two bigger sections. So, like, there's a join here, so this had to happen in two parts because the roll wasn't wide enough. But what we know now is that we actually should have done to there, got that in one flat piece, and that bit there should have been a whole nother bit. And as you can see, we sort of come up and wrapped it, and it went there, but oh, pardon me. It just didn't. It just made it a lot harder than it had to be. I mean, there's wrinkles and things here. Lucky it's camo, so we were just saying that it's just textured camo. So, and same with the tank. So we did end up doing this in a couple of different bits. That's one section there, and then we ended up putting
another strip down the middle and then another piece on this side, because we tried to do, sorry, this side is not one section. That it's all up there and across. We tried to do in one bit, but we found it was really starting to bunch up when you get up towards the top, because it's trying to do, you know, multiple compound curves. It just didn't do it. So when we come to do this side, we did just this side panel as one piece, which again I think is probably still too big. And then we did the center as one piece, and you can see there's that's where the overlap is there. Look, it's not terrible. It's a hunting quad. It is what it is. Not bad for a first time. But yeah, ran out. So I'm gonna have to buy some more. But that's, even if I buy more, it's not gonna get here before we have to go away. So it's gonna go back together as it is. It'll be half red, half camo. That's alright. The pigs won't care. Yeah. Other than that, it's pretty much ready to start bolting everything back together. I'm gonna cut some timber to make some flat racks and screw it to the top of the racks, because having them open like that is just a pain in the butt. So we're going to do that. I've got the new tyres mounted. You wait till you see it. They come up pretty good. We've cleaned and painted the rims, so they look pretty schmick. So yeah. Anyway, I might put you back on time lapse, and we're going to start getting all of these body panels bolted back on, make it look like a one unit again. Alright, well, it fought pretty hard, to be honest. What you didn't see on camera is we fired it up and the temperature gauge started to come up a lot, but anyway, there was no flow through the radiator, so shut it back down, pulled the water pump off. It seemed fine. Had to make a new gasket, put it back together, pulled the thermostat housing. Somebody's already been in there and stripped the thermostat, so it wasn't that. Put it back together and bled it up, and it was good. So I think it was just an air bubble. There is a bleeder screw on the water pump housing. I didn't crack that before we stripped it, so it's highly likely it was just an air bubble. It works fine now. Fan comes on. Yeah, so like I said, we ran out of wrap, and hindsight being what it is, this you won't see because it'll be, I mean, under the rack, and we just ran out of time. We're just gonna, this is how she's gonna roll. Maybe we should have actually wrapped the guards and the tank instead of the bonnet and the tank and the back, but either way, we still wouldn't have had enough. So yeah, but it's good. We definitely need to bed the brakes because they're better. They got a much better feel, but they need to be bed. Other than that, it works. Everything. So we buffed, or Dad actually buffed the screen so we can see now. It runs a lot nicer. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but there used to be a pretty decent noise down on this side, and it's nowhere near as bad as it was. So it runs good, fuel gauge works, temperature gauge definitely works, the speedo doesn't. I don't know, but that's where we are. I'm gonna knock it into gear and take it for a run around the street. Push around, mate. Righto. On, buddy.
Well, that's my quad gone. He decided to go around the block. Oh well. You want one, don't you?
What water have we got? You didn't tighten the master up enough. The master's leaking.
Oh well. Detail.
Well, this thing rips. The speedo started working, so we might have to have a look at that.
Don't forget that dash is cracked too. Like,
yeah.
it might be buggered.
But I mean, it books. This thing gets up. So
I heard you. I didn't think I was going to get it back.
it's coming back. All right. Well, we're going to leave it there. Like I said, we ran out of time. We're going to get this thing loaded and then get out for a shoot. So you might see it again. Maybe not. I don't know. Leave a comment. Let us know if you want to see it. Let me know if you want to see a hunting video. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but you know, let me know. I can put it up or not. I'll probably film it anyway. But all right, I think I should probably put this in the shed before, you know, I get in trouble, or stack it. All right, stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.